Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Today, for those of you who maybe do not know, we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary. It's not exactly today; it's in a couple of days. But I don't think we will be live when that happens. So we'll do that today. I was trying to make a special video, and things kept going wrong. The audio wouldn't work. The editing, there would be some issues with the editing. So I guess we're going to do that today with during a live stream instead. So today we are going to go play some older missions. Basically, we're going to start with if we go back to the on duty, we'll go all the way back to the Gates of Tartarus, and we'll play our way up as much as we can. And just to be on the safe side, if you guys can hear me, say yes. But give me a minute or two so that I can finish my setup over here. So it has been 10 years. 10 years that I've been making videos for DCUO Online. It feels like it was just yesterday. And for those wondering, we are going to meet in front of a Superman statue. And there was a phase that was almost empty. So I went to phase 4. So phase 4 should be our own. You can see there's room for 175 people. So we will meet here so that there will be room for everyone. It's something that some of you guys suggested. I thought it was a good idea to meet in the open world instead. Yeah, it creates some issues, but it should work well enough. So 10 years, it flew by so fast. And I never thought, when I look back, when I started making those videos, I never thought that I would still be making videos 10 years down the line. When you get started, you don't really know what to expect. And there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to making videos on YouTube. Let's go with this one. So just give me a minute so that I can finish my setup, and I'll take a look at the chat afterwards. And you may notice I did sort of recreate my Magneto First Class. I thought with using my Phantom character, but my Phantom character is when I started playing DCUO like 14 years ago. 10 years ago, I was actually playing my Magneto First Class character. I was playing as a mental character. Oh, I guess I should start inviting people.
Get away!
I was wondering why I wasn't seeing the name of the character. It was an NPC. Sorry, Work Patriot. We'll start with heroes. Villains will be next week. Although later down the line, if there's not enough people, then yeah, we'll use evil villains to fill up the group. But usually at this time, we should have enough people. We'll see. So way back when, I was playing with my Magneto First Class character, as opposed to my Multiverse character. Basically, my Magneto First Class character became my Multiverse character. After making videos for roughly 1 month, once I realized that I would call the channel Multiverse, I changed my character to Multiverse. Also, way back when, I was using mental powers. But then I switched to Quantum, and I've been pretty much Quantum ever since. The sweet memories. That's one thing also we'll probably do tonight. We'll share memories. I'll share memories of the past 10 years that I've been making videos. But you guys can also share your own memories from the past 10 years, 5 years, 14 years if you've been there all that long. And if you saw my one of my latest video, you saw that at some point I mentioned that this is our game. Our game. Yes, the devs are the one deciding what to do, what they are going to add to the game. They're going to decide the direction that the game will be. They are the one basically supplying us with a sandbox to play in, but we are the ones playing into that sandbox. Oh, Skewer is pretty low level. Ah, sorry, Skewers. I don't mind picking up low level players, but sadly that limits the missions we can play. So ideally, if we can get people that are at least 410, like my character, otherwise we may have to. I guess in some cases we could play the casual versions, but in the early days, we did not have the casual version. Also, there is a combat rating requirement for a whole bunch of missions, so that should be done here. So let's go to the chat. And tonight, no Shadow Lady. Sadly, Shadow Lady could not be with us tonight. She'll be here next week. So Scroll says, hi, Multiverse. Feisty Brown, when the Imp Shop comes back, we have no idea. We did not even know about the Imp Shop until it was added to the marketplace. It was added for about a month. We assume that it will come back at some point, but when will it come back? We have no idea. We don't know if it's going to come back. We don't know how often it will come back. We don't even know what will be on the Imp Shop the next time it comes back. Blaze Hunter says, hey, hi all. Fernando says, what's up, handsome? We're going to celebrate a bit tonight. Ray Sean says, hello, multiverse and everyone. Northern Sword used to play this as a child, bro. Well, the game is still around. If you ever want to come back, it's here. Oh, I forgot to invite. Let's invite Invincible. Normally, I wouldn't do blind invite, but seeing people are coming here, I assume it's for the specific reason to be invited to the group. Although, if you guys want to be invited to the group and you're not here for some reason, just send me a talent game. We have room for a couple more people. Stroll says, hi everyone. Skeletitos, is there anything for the anniversary? Not really. Basically, for the anniversary, what we'll do is that we'll reminiscent about the past 10 years at least. And for the missions themselves, we'll go back to play some missions from way back when, and we'll start with the Gates of Tartarus, and we'll move our way up throughout those missions. Sadly, there's no more codes anymore, so no codes. I guess this would have been a good opportunity to be able to hand out some codes. Sadly, we're not. I'm not part of the code club anymore. So people say yes, yes, yes. So you guys can hear me. Northern Storm 10 years. Oh yeah, 10 years. That's the amount of time I've been making videos. But I've been playing the game for 14 years at this point. Dang, it went by so fast. I think Clark Green is already in the group. Yes. So we have room for one more, guys. So if you want to be able to come and play some missions with us. Northern Sword says, I got the best hero in this game. That's fine. Scroll says, happy anniversary. Thank you very much. Wow, 10 years. From Feisty, yes, 10 years. Scrolls ask, any cape or ice creams? Nah, no cape, no ice cream. Sorry about that. Never sharp where we are. Where we at? We're in the. We're in Metropolis in front of the Superman statue, and we are in Phase 4. So I saw that the phase was almost empty, so I grabbed it for ourselves. So ideally, if you guys come to Phase 4, we should be here. Sadly, whenever we come out of whatever missions we'll play, I will probably have to phase pretty much every time. Like whenever I would come out last time, whenever I would come out from playing some matches, I was always back to phase one somehow. Scroll says our game, absolutely. Yeah, because some people were telling me that like there was this discussion some time ago, and people were wondering why keep playing this universe online. Some people are really not happy with how the game is going, or with the devs, and they're wondering why people keep on playing. But again, this is our game, our game. Some of us have been playing here much longer than any of the devs have been involved in the game. So again, this is our game. Yes, the devs do supply us the game, but at the end of the day, we are the one who decides how to play it. We are the one who decides if we play a PvP on Sunday or not. Come on, evil menu. There we go. The one thing that did make me hesitate to be in open world though is the menu. Like I assume there's a lot less lag in a smaller map than the open world, which is a huge map. That probably does contribute a bit to the lag, but we're here, so too bad, so sad. So sadly, people are now sending me tails, but group is full. So again, some of us have been here longer than any devs. I think the devs that have been here the longest are Red 5 and Glitter, I think. But some of us had already been playing the game for like 5 years at that point. And I'm pretty sure that at some point, once well, like we saw there's sometimes a big turnover when it comes to the devs. I'm pretty sure in 5, 10 years, some of the devs probably won't be here anymore, but some of us will still be around. Unless, of course, they pull the plug to the whole game, but that's another debate. But so basically, someone was wondering why we keep on playing the game and why some people are unhappy and keep on playing the game, because this is our game. So yes, right now some people may not be happy with the current administration, but in 3 years, 5 years, we may have different producers, we may have a different art director. It's a loadout I didn't use in a long time, so if I appeared lost, that's because I am. And it's not quite the loadout I had way back when. Way back when we did not have artifacts, we did not have allies, so that kind of changes your loadout. And see, right now I just tried to use a quantum tunneling, and of course didn't work because I don't have quantum tunneling. Whenever I play, I'm so used to quantum tunneling now. Whenever I play a character that does not have quantum tunneling, I miss it very much.
Beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
Bring it down! Destroy the barrier! Smash the gate!
A punch says if I needed my first Mogo Elite.
Smash the gate!
That's good. So I assume we didn't do. There's something we didn't do. There we are.
The energy field has been destroyed. Now we march to war.
David Sharp was asking where we were meeting. In front of Superman's statue.
Fulfill your obligation and
That's where we'll meet today. Bishop, 10 years. What's up, Multi? We're going to play some missions to celebrate making videos for 10 years, and also we'll discuss We'll talk about the last 10 years. We'll talk about a whole bunch of stuff.
Gate of Tartarus.
The battle is joined.
Blaze Hunter says I still have photos of my villain on my villain on stream from 12 years ago.
Be gone, intruder.
And a friend, that tune is long gone. Yeah, at this point, I'm guessing that there might be some tunes that sadly don't exist anymore. Maybe they were just deleted. Maybe someone deleted his old account and their characters are gone. It happens. I've seen that happen at least a few times. Bishop, what are you guys running? We're starting with the Gates of Tartarus and we'll work our way up.
Guide the colossal archers to the battle.
Since One Gaming, 14 years in a blink, absolutely. Blaze Hunter, for fun, I play because I like superheroes and have zero choice to play a Lantern game. Yeah, if you want to play a Green Lantern, this is it. This is your option. And even if you want to play Batman, like I know that there are some Batman games out there, like there's the Arkham Batman games. Oh,
My will won't be broken. To battle! Boom, boom, boom!
so way back when I created my Magneto character, I was using Mantle to kind of recreate having magnetic powers. For example,
You must go forth
telekinesis or
My
mass
sisters meet you
levitation.
elsewhere.
These were great to fake out being the evil Magneto. Although I was a Magneto first class who was friends with Charles Xavier, at least at first. So he was in his hero phase, I guess. And the reason why I had created my Magneto character at the time is because I had some friends who started playing DC Universe Online,
Do not
and
whatever the cost.
I wanted to create a controller character. Like I was able to explain to them the tank role, the healer role, and I figured these roles would be simple enough for them to play. I was mistaken, but that's my own fault. But I thought controller was too difficult to explain or too difficult to understand for brand new players. So I thought that I would take care of the controller, but I already had gadget characters. I already had, I think, a Green Lantern character. So I ended up creating a mental character, and I was looking for a character. Like ideally, I would have created Phoenix or Jean Grey, but I have to admit, I did not really want to play a female character, so what I ended up doing is that I thought which character could I create, and then I thought about creating a Magneto with, and I thought about using telekinetic ability to fake out having magnetic powers.
Systems damaged.
And I made it Magneto first class so that it could be a hero,
Damage detected.
and there we are.
Systems damaged.
I guess we already have a controller. Maybe I could switch to DPS. Well, let's try that.
Repairs initiated. Damage detected.
Ah.
Repairs initiated.
One thing that I used to love with telekinesis is that in certain maps where there was some healing barrels or some cars, when you use telekinesis, sometimes it would attract a barrel towards the target you were aiming at. Sadly, over time, they started putting less and less barrels. Also, at some point, the barrels started not reacting the same way they used to.
I will be the master of the flame of change.
You will go no further, Circe.
Sin says I missed Mep's event in the Watchtower. Yeah, that was kind of
There's
nice.
still time to stop him from escaping Themyscira with the flame of change.
Oreo says I can leave after the raid to let someone else in. I'm the Starfire. Don't feel like you have to leave. If you want to stick around, stick around. Usually the way we work is that it's first come first serve. So whoever comes in first, they're the one who gets the spot.
Performance impaired.
Where is your faith? Blackguard.
Shadow Knight, Hello Multiverse, happy anniversary. Thank you.
Minor damage. Damage sustained.
Scroll says Centennial Park. Bishop is asking heroes or villains?
You go now,
Heroes.
princess.
We're playing with
Flame of
heroes
change is
tonight.
mine.
Villains will be next week. If I'm not mistaken, next week should be Evil Friday. So that will be when we will play with evil villains.
Give it up. I have superior firepower.
I'm going to enjoy this.
This one's my own signature move. I am without fear.
Oh, we can see some people are starting using their Superboy ally.
No further, sorceress. We must move forward.
Don't you dare start
At last I have obtained limitless power. The very essence of magic flows through my
Sin says happy anniversary, bro.
The
Thank you very
ultimate
much.
adapter will merge with the flame of change. Nothing can stand against me. Engaging enemy.
Let's take the fight to the enemy.
Critical damage.
Yeah. Knew you'd knock some sense into him.
Status critical. Damage sustained.
Looking for a double.
Minor damage.
What a punch.
Systems failing.
Let's summon our backups.
Performance impaired. Status critical. Damage sustained.
I should probably get out of that damage.
Systems failing.
Nah,
Critical
not quick
damage.
enough.
Minor damage. Minor damage.
Luckily, I have the most powerful artifact in the game.
union of magic
the Lazarus
and
Pit.
logic was to be the catalyst of the final stage.
Well, let's go for telescope. So for those of you who like to see the scoreboard, there we go. I'm not going to bother picking up collections and stuff like that or investigations. Oh, Slick says, congrats, brother. Thank you. Happy anniversary, man. Keep on trucking. Always. So let's see which phase we're in right now. Oh, yeah, we were put in phase 3, but let's go to phase 4. It shouldn't really matter right now because we do have a full group, so we probably won't be here for very long. But phase 4 is where we will try to meet. Also, way back when we were playing PvP, basically my character was looking like this. So I was looking like a character that was fresh off the Brainiac ship. And also at the time I was playing in the PvP open world. And very often people would think that I was a brand new player that was like level 4, and they would try to jump me in the open world, and then I would beat the snot out of them. Ah, that was so fun. Sometimes I would have a more fancy look, like I would use the slimline pants and the Ras Al Ghul cape to make my look a little bit more fancy. But very often people did not realize that the Ras Al Ghul cape was not a cape that we would get from character creation. So now let us go play the Prime Battleground. Come on, evil menu. There we go. Ah, come on. I guess you can see one of the drawback of being in the open world. Lots of lag more lag than usual in the menu. But it does leave room for more people to join us here, so I guess it's going to be a small price to pay. Smartman says, I had no idea today was Friday. Where's Shadow? Yes, today is Friday. Shadow is not here today. She was busy elsewhere, so she's going to miss out our uber awesome anniversary. Although today is not really the 10th anniversary, it's in a couple of days, so we probably might celebrate it again next week during Evil Friday. Also, that way Shadow will be able to celebrate with us. So let's wait for everyone.
I am all-knowing, all-powerful.
Since he's asking, is PV gear effective anymore? Yes, you have to use PvP gear in Arena because your PvE gear does not work in Arena. In Arena, PvE gear doesn't work, artifacts don't work, allies don't work, supply drops don't work, and more. So yes, in PvP, you need PvP gear. Although, if somehow you don't have PvP gear, what you can do is that the game will give you the same stats as if you had some 96 PvP gear. But ideally, you still want to have a PvP gear. In the open world, sadly, the PvE gear now is so much more powerful than PvP gear that you may as well just wear your PvE gear.
Systems failing.
And the exception to that might be with the clamp. There are some maps where you're clamped, where you might benefit from using your PvP gear in some of the open worlds thanks to the clamp. So the clamp will give you the PvE stats you need, but at the same time you would also get some PvP stats. So
I'm intelligent, fast.
Objective in sight. Performance impaired.
I miss my quantum tunneling. I keep on trying to teleport. Obviously it doesn't work.
Systems failing.
Status critical.
Critical damage.
Minor damage.
My will is unbreakable.
Critical damage.
Yeah.
Performance impaired.
Beware my power.
Feisty wants to be invited. The group is full, so we can't really invite anyone right now. Oh, people went down.
Brainiac has learned the secrets of the flame.
Sin says, I'm not sure how to gear up in open world. Well, it depends, I guess, on your combat rating. If you're level 30, then yeah, you could use your PvP gear if you have any. But if you are like combat rating 400, then your PvP gear most likely your PvE gear is most likely much powerful than your PvE gear. Obviously, at some point they stopped giving us new PvP gear, so by now the PvE gear much more powerful. So in the open world, just use your PvE gear. Smart Man Alive is asking which power will get buffed. We don't know just yet. They did mention they seem to have mentioned the underperforming powers or something like that. I forget how they phrased it. So I would, it was so funny seeing Shadow's expression. As soon as Shadow read that line, she thought that, oh my god, they're going to nerf fire. But the way it is phrased, I'm hoping they're not going to nerf power. I'm hoping that it will buff the underperforming powers, but at this point we don't know.
One true reality in my own image. Initiating combat.
Oreo, you don't have to quit the raid. It's all right. Sadly, there's room only for 8 people, and nothing we can do about that.
Status critical.
Just as I predicted.
The only exception to that would be to fight some evil villains in the open world, but not today.
Damage sustained.
Actually, my pants are on fire. We might fight some evil bounties along the way, depending on how far we go.
At last, Brainiac's power will be mine. Thank you for taking care of Brainiac for me. Now there is nothing standing in the way of my true...
Slick is asking, have you ever got the 101 PvP gear? No, not yet. I'm working towards that. I'm still missing 3 or 4 pieces, I think. Feisty, I don't think the game will shut down anytime soon. Nah, I don't think that either.
I will be the master of history, of time, space, everything.
Which is why I'm saying that 5-10 years from now, when we have some new devs once more, we'll still be here. Since thanks for the 411, worked so hard for PvP gear, now it's worthless. It's not exactly worthless.
Long struggle and a difficult partnership. We were wrong. When Alex Luthor from the future warned us all of what was coming, we thought we knew the road ahead. But this was the point in history he hid from us.
You could still use it in some maps, some PvP maps, where there's a clamp.
We pushed them back day after day.
So basically, you would get all the stats, the PvE stats for that map because of the clamp, but you will also get your PvP stats, your toughness to protect you against other players. So pretty much most maps that are clamped, then yes, your PvP gear could work.
Future Luthor had manipulated us all, even Brainiac. But just when it seemed like Lex was poised to get everything he ever wanted,
Smart Man, hopefully they won't touch mental or gadgets. We don't know at this point. At this point, we don't know anything. Anything is up in the air. So there we have the scoreboard for people who like that. We don't have the option to leave from here. Lone Wanderer, as long as they don't nerf electricity or earth, I'm okay. We have no idea what they're going to do. I'm hoping that they don't. I'm hoping they don't nerf powers. I'm hoping they give. I'd rather that they buff powers than they nerf powers. So if there are some powers that are underperforming, then fine, nerf those powers. Sadly, too often in the past, they would end up nerfing the top powers. So since you have your 101 gear, so yeah, so you could use the 101 gear in some of the open worlds. So basically, if you play in a open world where, let's say, the combat rating is 88, well then yeah, your combat your PvP gear would be useful then, because the game will give you stats as if you were combat rating 88, but your PvP gear will give you basically extra toughness. Hello, Red Knight. So let's see. So let's go to the next one, which would be With a Vengeance.
Taking me along on a real bucket and spade holiday. Wow.
Evil menu. Ragnar for Life, how was it going? We're going good. Playing some raids, having fun, beating up the forces of evil. Slick, yeah, I messed up, man. I ended up tearing down some of my PvP gear, so I went back down to 98. Oh, don't worry about that, Slick. I did the exact same thing. Uh, at some point, it had been so long since I had played PvP, and I guess at some point I deleted or salvaged some gear by accident.
I am going to summon a powerful spirit. Normally this ritual
Or I may have sold some PvP gear on the vendor without meaning to. It happens. It had been so long since I had played PvP at some point. Like I was a couple of years where I barely played PvP at all, so I did not really pay much attention to my PvP gear, and ended up deleting at least some of it without meaning to. Mr. A Multiverse, I was wondering, why do people say this game is dying? When you, that girl from AU, I've seen in Chill and others who make content on DCUO still get thousands of views. There are people who really don't like the game, so it's wishful thinking in some cases. They're hoping against hope that the game will shut down. Didn't happen yet.
Attacking me. That's bold. Come on. Together, we can beat any odds.
I probably should switch to, let's say, DPS, I guess.
Oh, you want to tap in.
But to be fair, like on some servers, like I could understand someone who plays on Switch. Like on Switch, the population is very, very low, so I could understand someone who plays on Switch thinking that the game is dying. But if you play on the US PlayStation, there's plenty of people still playing the game. Some people also will use some people will also use Steam as a metric, but they fail to realize that a lot of people don't play DCUO on Steam. Steam is only a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of the player base.
There is such hostility within the spirit. We must...
Hey, creep! Aw, don't curtail it like this yet.
They never see this coming.
Let's take this one real slow.
Sorry guys, I'll get back to the chat in just a minute.
It is greatly uncharacteristic for that spirit to act violently.
Sometimes it's
You will
important
refer
Ordinarily,
to
it
me.
is docile and quite helpful.
situation from
I
all
believe it was under the influence of a primordial enchantment. A spell of vengeance, to be exact. We must act.
I'll even backtrack a bit.
I sense
Smartman says, I know for a fact atomic water and maybe quantum will most likely get buffed.
Go there while I continue
Uh,
my arcane
we'll...
research.
We
I
don't
will
know.
contact you soon.
I would have to question, where do you get your information to be so certain? Red Knight, is this live that you make to celebrate your 10th year anniversary? Basically, it's been 10 years since I started making videos for this Universe Online. Or it will be 10 years in a couple of days. But close enough. Mr. Does Atomic need a buff? I'm not really experienced any problem. But then again, I'm not too familiar with the ins and out. I have to admit, didn't play Atomic in a while, so I wouldn't even begin to answer that. I would have to play it at least a little bit to know what I'm talking about.
To save those that we can.
So if you ever came in this area and saw a whole bunch of ghosts that don't seem to do anything, now you know what those ghosts are there for.
I sense a powerful spirit approaching. It is emanating a profound lust for
I'm not sure why I could not click it. I'm so sad now. Feisty, can I reserve a spot? Sorry, it doesn't work like that. When a spot opens, then if somebody sends a tail, then I'll invite them to the group.
I have traced another instance of the vengeance spell at work near the Metrodome. I will contact you there.
Dang, I'm gonna have a lot of pants. Now, technically, I've had my YouTube channel for, I don't know, 15 years maybe. Because, of course, way back when, if you wanted to be able to post comments or stuff like that, you had to log into YouTube. So way back when, I created my YouTube channel for that. But 10 years ago is when I really started making videos for DC Universe Online. And I have to admit, at the time, I was totally unprepared on what to expect. I had no idea what I was doing. And I had the same weird preconceived notions that people have towards YouTube. I guess unless you actually have a YouTube channel and create content for YouTube, you don't really know exactly what's going on with YouTube. Even if you watch a lot of YouTube, it's not the same as actively making content.
It appears that some of Queen Zazula's drones are under the influence of
Mr. says there's quite a bit on Xbox too.
Use it on them after you've subdued them. Be careful. There could be unexpected results.
Run!
vengeful Hive Commander has been alerted to our presence. We cannot allow his destruction to go unheeded. He must be neutralized as well.
Not sure if this is... Oh,
Countertest
there we go.
proved useful yet unreliable. I will continue to augment it. In the meantime, my scrying has revealed traces of vengeance near the condemned shipyard. The next step on your path leads there.
And you may notice something we used to have way back when. You can see like some of the gear is for the role healer. Sadly, way back when we did not have gear that would be tuned to our role. We would get some whatever gear would drop, and either we could use it or we could not. And also way back when we even had to roll for gear. So basically, one piece of gear would drop, the entire group would roll for the piece of gear, and the one who would roll the highest would get the gear. Sin says plenty of people on the PlayStation. Scroll says atomic, water, ice, maybe. Maybe, we don't know. Sadly, the devs don't really tell us anything. Slick says, yes, sir, that's exactly what I did. Oh, Mr. Mister gives us a generous $2. Thank you, good sir. It's much appreciated. Mr. Mister says, I just want the lead. Love the content. Well, thank you very much. Your support, guys, is always appreciated. DC Fanverse, 10 years. In the words of Kevin Hart, damn! Damn indeed. Oh. Did I do boo-boo? I did boo-boo. We have to, I guess we have to learn the spirit here. I promise I won't do another boo-boo. Slick says I started playing this game 2 months before the water power came out, and the DPS role does need a rebuff. Yeah, even back then, it wasn't the most OP power, let's say. It was a weird change of pace because way back when they would.
You will pay for that.
Way back when they would release a new power, usually it would be OP. Let's try something.
Success. The augmented Ankh was able to counter the vengeance spell. A shadow man. So, Eclipso has finally chosen to reveal himself. Who else would use vengeance as a tool for mass destruction? Head to the Glen Morgan Square area of Metropolis. I'm going to prepare a spell that will provoke Eclipso into showing himself.
So way back when they would release a new power, usually the power would be a bit OP compared to the other powers. I guess they were trying to encourage people to purchase the power. So when we got the Rage power, dang, it was OP. But somehow when they gave us the Water power, wasn't so OP for some reason. I guess they were trying to they were getting tired of getting accused of releasing OP powers to con people to buying the power. Or maybe their strategy just didn't work, because from what I understand, as they would release more and more powers, less and less people will actually purchase those powers. Mr. Mister, counting my time on PlayStation years ago, plus my time since switching to Xbox, I've been playing this for about 6-7 years. Abisu, I thought we were having a 10-year face reveal. Mr. Multi, stop being so mysterious. The face reveal will be, if it happens, it'll be next week. I'll just say that. And I don't. You may notice I don't use a camera when I go live, so can't really do a live stream. Can't really do a face reveal during a live stream. Mister, but I've never been one to care about the leaderboard or whatever. I just enjoy the game. Absolutely. I understand. I do the same. IDK, is Reverse Flash a good ally if you only have enough for one? Personally, I kind of like it. But if you're looking for the most OP... if you're looking for the most OP ally, combat-wise, I would say it's probably Zod. Although the Superboy ally seems to be pretty powerful against multiple targets. Against single target, it's not as powerful, but against multiple targets, it seems to be pretty powerful. So let's wait for everyone to be here before we enter. But personally, I kind of like Reverse Flash. I was using it a lot when it was first released. Red Knight says I combined the three materials, that is Nightmare Chroma for the chest, and leg, Shadow material for arm and feet, belt, and bleed material changed to black for the shoulders, head, and cape. That's a good way to go. Red Knight says all of them combined looked perfect. Glad you found a look that you enjoy.
This void of vengeance will draw Eclipso from the shadows. He despises all forms of
Asin says I do see a lot of players on PC. PC and PlayStation are merged together. They are playing on the same servers.
He believes the world has robbed him of his rightful place as the Angel of Vengeance. But again, his actions prove why he was unworthy of that role.
I'll drag you down to hell with me.
Mr. Professor Zoom, and he's fine.
Beware my power.
Yeah, sadly it's a character that was a bit broken through the years. In a nutshell, the character is supposed to be Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash of the 25th century. Sadly, at some point in the comics, they made him two different characters. They tried to reinvent the characters by simply calling it the Zoom. But then in a TV show, we had Reverse Flash. Then they gave us Zoom. So they literally, for the TV show, they literally made it two different characters.
My will won't be broken.
I am without fear.
Let's make this quick.
You are under arrest.
Ah, my bad trying to pick up people.
Hope will find a way.
I order you to stand down.
You are to be commended. We have restored order by foiling Eclipso's plans, but we must remain vigilant. The forces of chaos never give up, and neither shall we.
Sorry, I had to focus a bit. Didn't mean to ignore the chat. Oh no, we're trapped.
Several important events demand your attention.
Aurora
Please
says, I
scan the
remember
board house
in
of
Outer
records
a
at your
tank needed
earliest
on my
opportunity.
controller trinket back then and one. I remember in Outer a tank needed on my on my controller trinket back then and one. Not sure what you mean. Since I remember running Prime Battleground over and over and having to roll on the headpiece, crazy days. Oh yeah, that was when you had to roll and you were not really lucky. It was a bit frustrating. So let's go to a Black Dawn. Oh, did we lose? Okay. So we lost the Invincible. So if somebody wants to send me a tail, I'll invite you to the group. Oh, we're still in phase 4. That's fine. Come on, come on. Pretty cool Rorschach. Oh, there we go. So yeah, back then when we get a piece of gear, you had to roll for it. It was a nightmare. If you were not lucky, you just wouldn't get it. And the worst part is that sometimes, let's say it would be a tank piece of gear. Let's say you were the tank of the group. Sometimes the healer of the group would roll for the piece of gear, a piece of gear that was not even useful to him at all. So at some point, people started trying to have rules about quote unquote ninja looting. Sadly, I've seen groups where they didn't care so much about that. Mister, do I have my superhero MMOs mixed up, or did the exo materials used to be different colors? Oh yeah, there was quite a few changes made to the exobytes and the exo material and all that good stuff. So now you're not mixed up. Evil chat. So Slick says, yeah, exo material used to be different colors. Red Knight says, I wish devs do this. I wish dev do is remove all the level up for old omnipotence gear so that players can use the style like Lord of Chaos Cape and etc. Well, you can use the styles even if you don't use the gear.
Has not gone unnoticed. Aid me in defending my lair.
Smart man, what do you think they mean when they were talking about the stat clamp? I have no idea.
Justice League is here. You don't stand a chance.
May the light prevail.
Hey.
It could mean anything. It could mean just that they're going to make it even worse. It could mean I'm hoping that whatever changes they make is going to be an improvement, but you never know. Sometimes they think they're improving something and actually makes it worse.
These chaos-afflicted creatures were sent here by the demoness Tala. She is subjugating the deranged, those who cannot resist her spells. You must hurry to Metropolis, for she has set her sights upon the absorption of Atlanteans.
But for whatever changes or whatever modification they might make to the clamp, at this point, only the devs know. Unless somehow it might be on the test server. If that's the case, no one is talking.
These Atlantean soldiers already suffer from Circe's delusional enchantments, making them vulnerable to Tala's demonic corruption as well.
But I would hope that they would make it optional.
Use the cleansing orbs I've summoned to close them.
Kneel before your betters, pathetic drylander.
Do something.
Use the cleansing orbs. Is that it?
I'm hit.
No. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay.
Help! Why are the Atlanteans attacking?
For Atlantis, I fight on. You dare defy the king? For Atlantis, I fight on. You dare defy the king?
Please, you've got to help.
For Atlantis, I fight on. You dare defy the king?
I'm not sure where the hell is.
Atlantis' army can all...
So in case it doesn't show, been years and years and years since I even played any of those missions. So we have to release the hellish Atlantean Overlord.
You have weakened Tala's army and helped return some of these Atlanteans to their senses. Now you must go to the East End in Gotham. The chaos in the streets has attracted her attention.
Let's go to Gotham. Smartman, what I think is that they'll take out Stat Clamp in open world, but still keep it in the omnibus. I don't know about that. I wouldn't be too optimistic because sadly sometimes we do have a tendency to give the devs too much credit, or we do. There are some things that we wish so much would happen that sometimes we, let's say we wish what would happen as opposed to what actually could happen.
Advantage of the Scarecrow's victims. She is twisting their fear into reality. Destroy the chrysalis and free them.
DDT, when is the next time capsule? We have no idea. We just got one not too long ago, so I wouldn't expect one anytime soon. Probably a couple of months. But I could be wrong. Smart man, I just want the dog reveal. It's on the list somewhere. DC Fanverse, no face reveal. Leave the horror show for Halloween. Well, that would be in the theme. I could do the face reveal for Halloween. So here we have to summon and defeat the Twisted Hell Lord. Red Knight says, don't know it yet. Yeah, we don't know about the next time capsule. Normally a time capsule should last between 8 to 12 weeks. But there are times where some time capsule lasted much longer than that. Right now for life says I like Superboy. I'm sure a lot of people do. We've been seeing people use it quite a bit.
Those people do not deserve such trials, but we're lucky to receive your help. It is time
so let's go to the
strike
warehouse.
the heart of Tala's army.
And let's try to wait for everyone. Sadly, sometimes people enter the warehouse, and by the time we get there, they've already defeated the boss.
This is the foundry of Tala's apocalyptic officers. The madness the Joker induced in these clowns is fused with dark magic now, forging the perfect demonic commander. Subdue them and transport their vile souls back to hell through the demonic portals.
Run for your lives.
Abisu says, yeah, I'm a big glued to your updates. Lou, I'm nosy. That's alright. Nosy's fine.
Tala will not allow this to become a war of attrition. She will show herself soon. Prepare yourselves.
That is enough of your meddling! I will swat you like the pest you are. Nothing will stand between me and a new age of darkness!
When you've seen a lot
Your
of good
chaos
friends
ends
fall,
here, Tala.
well, it's nice to know you have my back.
I guess we have to wait for the whole show to end.
Yeah, you took him down.
Back down, mortal!
Oh, that was not good. Nah.
No! No! My army of evil! How can this be? You are nothing compared to
Do
me!
not toy with powers beyond your grasp. Her plan to usher in the apocalypse has stalled for now, but the demoness will not sit idle. She will rise again, soon, to finish what she started. We must always be prepared.
Let's check how people did. I'm assuming you guys kind of like that. So
Several important events demand your attention. Please check in aboard the
DDT
House of
again
Legends
asking
at
for the
your
next
earliest
time
opportunity.
capsule. We don't know. Let's go back to Metropolis. Oreo says, I remember doing this DLC at launch and the boss was outside. Yeah, they did make some quite a lot of changes over the years. I seem to recall at the time it was creating a whole lot of lag, which is why they gave it its own instance instead. Smart Mind says nobody should be ashamed. I've been having my face reveal as my profile picture. Amo sempre di Damemson. I'm Anson, if I so say myself. Oh, see, we're in phase 3. Let's go back to phase 4. So for people wondering, today we are meeting in phase 4 in front of the Superman statue. Oh, and I guess we lost someone again. So let's see if we can invite Raging Tugs. Oh, already in a group. Dr. Fate. There we go.
You've got to stop him!
Look out!
Oh, Paradox Wave will be the next one. So let's hang on to our butts. Assuming there we go. Evil menu. Mr. I thought Reverse Flash was for Wally West and Zoom was for Barry Allen. Pretty much the opposite. The character started as Barry Allen, the Reverse Flash of the 25th century. But then later on, they tried to reinvent the character for Wally West. So instead of calling him Professor Zoom, they just called him Zoom. Although Wally West did fight Professor Zoom, there's the storyline, The Return of Barry Allen. I won't say much because I don't want to spoil it for people. Pretty awesome storyline, but basically there's the storyline, the Return of Barry Allen, where we do have Wally fighting Zoom. But then later on, they tried to invent a new version of Zoom for Wally West, which they just called Zoom. I guess at the time they were trying to make it more modern. They probably thought that Professor Zoom was too corny. Oh, I guess we lost to someone else. Let's see if we can invite Little King. Already in the group. Cryptid is already in the group. So there's room for one more, guys, if you want to join.
Look out!
Let's invite Celestial Reaper. I hope it won't keep us from playing certain missions. We'll find out. Slick, so you've been playing this game from day one, right? No, absolutely not. I started playing the game when the game went free to play. I don't know why Reaper left the group. I guess he wants to leave his place to someone else. There we go. So let's try that again. No, actually, we're still there.
Whoa.
So no, I didn't start playing day one. I started playing when the game went free to play. Way back when, the critics were not too kind for DC Universe Online. They would, even the best critics would say that the game, there was not enough content for the game. The game would be, you could play the game for 1 month, but after that, there's no way you could play it month after month after month. So all that kind of crap. And at the time, we had to pay $65 to play the game and $15 a month. So I did not want to spend the $65 to find out that the game wasn't very good. So the critics did a good job keeping me away from.
I've sent in the council to help stop the paradox wave. That creature is feeding off
did a good job
Paradox
keeping
energy,
me away from the game.
drawing
But
conduits
when the
inside
game went free to
speed
play,
force.
then I had no
Severing the
excuses.
connection will weaken the beast. Do not fail.
When the game went free to play, I had no more excuses. So I just played the darn thing. I guess everyone else did not. There we go. So when the game went free to play, I had no excuses. So I had to play. I had to play the game, and I loved it and been playing ever since. So I started about 4 weeks after the game went free to play. So DC Fanverse wants to take the big boss right away. We tried that many times. Doesn't usually work, but we'll try after this one. Someone said I hate this raid a lot. We've played it quite a few times.
Walk with the spirits.
We don't usually do that poorly though against a single boss. the first time I played this mission, people would say, "Watch out for the big ball." I would say, "What big ball?" And I never saw the visual effects that we just saw. It's only when I played on PC a couple of months later, when I upgraded I got a brand new PC, and I was able to run DC Universal 9 very, very smoothly. Because I was playing also on the PS3 at the time, so on PS3, holy crap, the visual effects were terrible.
By the authority of the Guardians, you will stop.
So on PS3, I never saw the big energy balls. So what would happen is that somebody would call it and then would try to blindly dodge it. And then when I played on PC, then I knew what energy balls we're talking about then.
What a sticky situation, chum.
Ready to scrimmage?
You're Your demise is imminent.
Brightest day. Beware my...
I am without fear. Ready to pull your chestnuts out of the fire. Now don't forget to keep those artifacts tip-top.
Oh, no portal here. DC Fanverse, happy 10th anniversary. Have fun. See you later. Slick, has your main tool always been a troll? Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much learned how to play. Obviously, like everyone else, I learned to play as a DPS because that's what the game teaches you at first. You only get your role once you reach level 10. And even then, I played, like a lot of people, I got used to playing DPS, and I played that for quite a while before I even tried to play as a troll. And early on, it was challenging. Some people were trying to, quote-unquote, teach me how to play as a troll, and they had terrible advices. But it's basically it's when I created this character, my Magneto character, that I was able to learn how to play as a troll. And then afterwards, I have a tendency, even if I play as a healer or as a tank, I do have a tendency to play almost as if I was playing as a troll. So I'll have a tendency to try to do some crowd control. I'll use shields to protect myself. And of course, I'm usually pretty good at managing my power use. Usually. Which might be why a lot of people struggle with electric powers, because they run out of power quick. And I don't have that issue. I guess I know enough how to manage my power so that I don't run out of power too much when I play as a electric actor. Ajax, happy 10th anniversary, thank you. Oh, Scroll says 100th anniversary. I don't think so, but thanks. Ragnar for Life says he's working on his ice tank.
For the core! Ha! By the authority of the Guardians, stop!
Weakness suits you.
Stop now and you won't get hurt. You are under arrest.
I have no fear. You fight in vain. You will surrender. I have no fear. In brightest day.
Nothing can compare to wrapping your gray matter around solving the mysteries of the Speed Force.
So I guess we're good to take on the big boss.
You waste time. The Paradox Wave has begun. Nothing can stop it.
You will surrender. For the good of all.
Where you need me.
No! It's time.
Don't let those energy surges reach the beast. The paradox energy will restore him.
Green Lantern's light. They never see this coming.
paradox wave is receding. Our timeline is safe for now. But infinite uncertainties can create infinite paradoxes. Be prepared for the next tide.
That sounds ominous. Prepare for the next tide. So Sin says Black Dawn. Oh, the memories. Oh, yes.
Help! Oh!
Oh, evil chat. Let's go to phase 4. I'll try to catch up with the chat a bit, and then we'll go into Nexus. Mr. Ice Tank is difficult for me, so I just DPS with it as an assassin. That's fine. You play how you want to play. It's your character. Red Knight, I got an idea for multi 10th year anniversary. Is he show his first style character when he first started playing DCUO until now with his latest styles, how that sounds. There would be too many styles. And my first style was actually my Phantom character, which I still have to this day. My Phantom was my first character, then it became my Magneto that you kind of see here. Yeah, it's not exactly this character. I had to recreate the Magneto using my oh, I guess we lost someone again. Oh, we lost Claire with the team. So we have room for one more, guys. So basically, I started with my Phantom character, then it became my Magneto character. Then at some point, I had a character, an evil villain that was called the Prometheum Knight or something like that, which is now my Dark Multiverse character. And then it was pretty much my multiverse characters. So these are pretty much the four characters I went through that were my main characters for 10 years. On PC, my main character was my Saturn Knight. So there's a bit of time. There's at least a year between Origin Crisis until I got my PS4, where I was playing mostly on PC because on PlayStation 3, pretty much starting with Origin Crisis, on PlayStation 3 the game was almost unplayable on PlayStation 3. Since if he has those builds recorded, now I don't. I started recording. Yeah, by the time my Magneto was my main character, although I still have the Phantom character. Mister, wait, what missions are these? Never seen these before. These are all some of the older missions from way back when. Like basically we played the end of the tier 1 missions. And we played the tier 2 missions, the first few tier 2 missions. Way back when Paradox Wave and Nexus were tier 5 missions, but they've rearranged all the tiers. So I have to admit, I'm still a bit confused these days. Mister, oh wait, so these are old missions that the Seize the Throne was released with. Actually, this predates Seize the Throne by quite a bit, I think. Oreo, I'm going to leave after this trade. Just a heads up for anyone. Thank you so much for having me multi. Well, thank you for coming by. It's always appreciated. V1, are we getting free powers today? I don't know why you would think free powers, but no, the answer is no. Even if I wanted to give you free powers, sadly, it's not something I can do. Sorry for that. Decent, smart man. Is this the only raid that drops Runes of the East styles? There's two raids that drop that, if I'm not mistaken. It should be. So the runes should drop from. The runes should drop from With a Vengeance and a Black Dawn. Sadly, these are random drops. I don't know how rare those are, but I would guess they're probably pretty rare. So sadly, you will have to play those missions quite a bit if you want to be able to complete the style. Push the board, love the vids, dude. They always help out a ton. Very happy if those help. That pretty much is how this channel started, to help out new players. Mr. Imagine minding your mummy business, and then eight supers just come crashing in, re-killing you. Yeah, poor mummy. Must be a tough day for her. Or him. A Red Knight, feel sorry for them just minding their own business, suddenly get attacked randomly by 8 heroes for some reason. Mr. Bro took like 5 people with him before dying. Respect to the boss. Oreo, thank you, Multi. Got to run. Appreciate the invite. Bishop, happy to be joining you guys with my hero this time. Oreo, I remember buying it at GameStop for $59.99 and having a $15 monthly sub. Yeah, that's how it was when it first started. Which is why I didn't start right away, because, again, the critics were not very kind to DC Universe Online. Again, the best critics were pretty much saying that, yeah, the game was fun, but you would be able to play maybe for a couple of weeks, 1 month, and there was not enough content to play month after month after month. Of course, they didn't understand or realize that they would be adding more content over time, but I'm not sure how often they would add new content way back when. Slicks, alright, brothers, have a great day, man, and keep it up. Thank you very much. Oreo, gotta watch out for those critics. They like throwing games under the bus. Absolutely. Oreo, did you play when these were separate servers for PvP and whatnot? I can't remember if that was after or before it was free to play. Yeah, when I started, we had the PvP server and the PvE server, and at the time you could create your character straight on the PvP server. Sadly, there's a lot of people that would grief other players. Basically, new players. There's new players who didn't understand what they were doing, so they would create the characters on the PvP server, and then high-level players would keep on killing them and killing them and killing them, and they would pretty much stop playing the game. So the devs, what they ended up doing is that you could no longer create your character straight on the PvP open world. For a while, it wasn't an issue. What I would do is that I would create my character on the PvE open world, and once I would reach level 4 and exit the Brainiac ship, then I would use the lair of one of my character, and I would teleport to the Watchtower, and then I would teleport to the PvP open world. So, very early on with all my characters, I would play on the PvP open world. Sadly, once they made that change, after a while, that pretty much killed the PvP open world. People were no longer creating characters on the PvP open world, and also people did not seem to realize that there was a phase shifter to be able to switch to the PvP open world, so they wouldn't do it. And that pretty much ended up killing the PvP open world. You can see it even today. If we take a look at the map, at the phase, like right now there's 3 people in the PvP open world. So sadly, it's been like that ever since they made that change. Like for a while, there was still people in the PvP open world, but after a few months, it pretty much became deserted. Although it was pretty convenient. If you wanted to be quiet and have the phase to yourself, you would go to the PvP open world and you were pretty much by yourself. Red Knight says, I hate this raid a lot. I understand. Oreo says, I played on the Killing Joke server. See, that was before my time. I wasn't there when they had what they called the super server or the mega servers. So, yeah, I was there only afterwards when they did merge a whole bunch of the servers. Red Knight says I started playing this game back in 2022. I think when the DLC Dark Knight Death Metal, Dark Knight Death Metal, that was a good one. I really enjoyed that one. Oh, Russell says hello and good luck. Well, thank you. Mister, what's the power he has set for R2 triangle? I'm not sure. Oh, that's mass levitation. It's one of the powers I used. Basically, I was using. Let me switch to DPS. Wrong DPS. Oh no, I'm unmasked. I'm a Martian in disguise. So basically, what I would use way back when to mimic having Magneto's powers I would use telekinesis, mass levitation, and I would kind of fake out, and also I don't have it here, and I would also use various shields. So basically, I would use all of that to mimic Magneto's powers, and it worked pretty darn well. So I would use way back when you had the telekinetic tree and you had the mental tree or something like that, or the illusion tree. Illusion tree, I forget how it was called. So you had basically two skill trees. So I would basically use abilities in the telekinetic tree to mimic having magnetic powers. Poster board, what power do you enjoy playing the most? I would say quantum, but I love also playing mental. I love playing fire. I love playing electric. So I love a lot of those powers. I guess those I like the less is powers that involve using combos. And even then, I like using Green Lantern. But yeah, the combos are a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. Decently smart man alive. Anyone realize with a Vengeance and Black Dom raid isn't in the omnibus? No, I didn't realize that. But I wouldn't be surprised if even if it was, if people would not run them. Sadly, one of the flaw with the omnibus is that yes, people will curve for the omnibus, but if they don't like the mission that pops, they'll just say no to the mission. Fred Krueger, MLT referring to producer's letter. What power do you think they consider weaker? Nature would probably be one of them. Nature, water. Probably a third one I can think of right now. DC Fanverse. Anyone looking forward to the Lego Batman game? Nah, I'm not. I'm not a Lego game player.
Get away.
Run!
So we have room for one more. I guess we'll wait. We'll wait a bit. So yeah, I don't play Lego games, so not really looking forward to that. Fred Krueger, where is Shadow Lady? She couldn't make it tonight. She should be here next week, or if not, she didn't mention it yet. But she had a party or something tonight, so she wasn't able to make it. But she told us about that last week, I think. But she did release her video earlier today about the producer's letter. So if you want to see your daily dose or your weekly dose of Shadow Lady, you could watch that video, I guess. And you should see her face when she reads the bit about the devs adjusting the powers. Her first reaction was, they're going to nerf fire. Loved it. Smart man, what do you think about them making a Court of Owls episode? You think it's a good or bad idea? It's a good idea. The Court of Owls is one of the successful storylines of the New 52. So yeah, it would make sense to make an episode with that storyline, but somehow they didn't do it. The closest we got, well, we got one style that was inspired after the Talon. We got the mask of the Court of Owl, and maybe something else I forget. And that's pretty much all we got for the Court of Owls. So for some reason they did not make a Court of Owls DLC. Why? I couldn't tell you. Smart Man Atomic, in my opinion, is mostly definitely the weakest at the moment. I can't really agree because I full disclosure, I haven't played Atomic in a while. So I guess no choice, no choice. We will have to do this the hard way. Yeah, that's why I did. That's why I did not want to invite evil villains to the group. So let's go play the Necropolis, and let's play it as a private match. Bishop says that was my last one. Happy anniversary, Multi. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Much appreciated. Oh, I guess Bishop was Dr. Fate then. I guess we're going to get the same issue as last time. Last time we could not cure for private cure because we had evil villains, it would seem. So let's see what else we can do. I guess we're going to go play some casual content from the latest content then. Fanverse says recur. We had that issue last time when we had some evil villains in the group. There's some missions we could not cure for some reason. Oh, there's a right issue right here. PDG90 says happy 10 years multi. Thank you very much. Oh, David Sharp says yes, happy 10 years multi. Thank you, David. Why aren't we entering the mission? Oh, there we go. Smartman says 10 years, huh? Time sure flies. Am I right, Multi? Absolutely. It went by like the blink of an eye.
Granny Goodness is using the Splinter of Destiny to power a super weapon called the Subjugator. We must foil Granny's plans and retrieve the Splinter.
So what are we waiting around here for? Let's get to smashing!
You hear the call to arms as well. This is good. Follow me.
We have 2 trolls, so I'll stay as a DPS, I guess.
Grumpy looking statue. Real craftsmanship. Solid construction, wow. Let's break it.
You would test Apokolips? Destroy you! Life is pain. I can endure far more. I can endure far more. We were once as you. Life is pain. Don't stand a chance.
When I started the channel 10 years ago, I had no idea what to expect. And like a lot of people, I had some weird preconceived notion about what it meant to make videos on YouTube. You expect at some point videos to go virals or something, and you don't realize that it's a grind. Like a lot of other things. You make one video, and then you make one more, and you make one more. And if you make videos, 1 video a month, you'll grow a lot slower than if you make 1 video a week. Or better yet, if you make 1 video a day, that will help you grow a bit faster.
Load up those cannons and blow it up in a wicked awesome explosion.
That works.
Well, let's load them up then.
So you see a lot of people who create videos on YouTube will go viral and end up with millions of subscribers. You never really expect that to happen, but you don't really know what to expect in truth when you get started.
All right, big girl. It's time to blow that grumpy statue into next week.
And something I didn't expect for sure was the interaction with you guys. Like, I see a lot of people sometimes who worry about, aren't you going to run out of ideas on what video to produce? And they don't realize that with viewers like you guys, I'll never run out of ideas because you guys always have suggestions for new videos, always have recommendation, always will ask, hey, Multiverse, can you make videos about this? Can you make videos about that? So thanks to you guys, I'll never run out of ideas. Because you guys will always suggest ideas to me. Not to mention also, there's the game produces content. So as long as the game produces new content, that means a new video that needs to be produced. Ideally, the more, from the point of view of a YouTuber, it's better for me when they produce more content. It gives me more material to make videos from. And yeah, technically I could make a Batman video every day. I could make 3 Batman videos every day. But sometimes just creating videos to create videos doesn't have quite the same impact as making videos for, let's say, the producers later. Or when we got the Superboy ally. Like there are some videos that will produce a lot more views. Like I could decide to make an ambush bug video every day, twice a day. But that won't produce a lot of views, though. Red Knight says, oh yeah, I forgot the 10th anniversary multi. Really enjoyed become your league member, and enjoy your video. Thank you.
Leaving my furies was a terrible mistake, Harley. Darkseid will conquer the cosmos, and all will bow to his will. Still, it's not too late to come back to us.
Dang, Granny Goodness is scary.
There, Granny Clueless. The answer's no.
I don't know if she scares you, but she sure does scare me.
Do not allow them to power that device.
You are insects beneath my boot.
Pain discharge in 30 seconds. Pain discharge in 10 seconds. Pain discharge in 5 seconds.
I'll slow you down.
Pain discharge in 30 seconds.
I'm not sure why I could not target the thingy.
Pain discharge in 10 seconds.
Granny Goodness. And her defeat puts Calabac in command of the parademons guarding the subjugator. If you cause a big enough commotion, you might be able to lure him out.
David Sharp says Harley is almost as scary. Yeah, the new version of Harley is
You're way bigger and borderier than me. Why exactly are we
it's a bit scary, I have to agree.
Because you can crush the enemy, see them driven before you, and...
You had me at crush.
I am ready for battle. Life is pain. I can endure far more. You would test Apokolips? I can endure far more. Life is pain. You asked for test Apokolips?
Ah, poor Shadow, she's missing all that.
Attacking me. That's bold.
Test Apokolips? I can endure far more. Life is pain.
Oh, you want to tap in? Let's go crazy.
Oh, Kitty Gamers, what's up, dude? We're just playing some content, some raids.
You're going down. Attacking me. That's bold.
All systems are go.
You would test Apokolips?
Ah.
I'm near the subjugator control room, but it's heavily guarded. I need that distraction now.
Ooh, and I'm in a real distracting mood, too. Come on, let's do this.
Sidewalks makes Gotham City impossible to navigate.
Your antics have drawn the enemy's attention. Prepare for combat.
Your bones will litter the earth.
Ah, it's not even the evil Kalibak.
To the pits with you. Nothing can stop us.
I have to admit, did not think much of the Clarion at first, but I have to admit, I kind of like it now. It's a pretty consistent shield. Like the shield appears pretty consistently, and the healing ability can almost make up for not having a healer sometimes. Almost. Although I'd be curious to see a whole group that uses the Clarion, what impact that would have. Maybe we should try it out someday.
Father, what are you doing here? I have these vermin right where... Silence! The Lord of Apokolips has no time for your mindless boasts, Kalibak. I will dispose of this rabble myself. No! Father! I can still... Oh!
Aw, poor Kalibak.
I find this wearying.
I'm firing the subjugator weapons to break those shields. Find some cover.
Your defiance, while admirable, is ultimately pointless.
Oh, that's some of our friends. I have to admit, I'm still not used to the changes to the allies. I still have a tendency to wait until the very, very last minute before summoning them.
My victory is inevitable. I am inevitable.
I guess it'll just be a matter of time to get used to the new change. And also in the producer's letter, they were mentioning that we would get the rest of the allies modified before the end of the month, which means probably sometimes next week.
You would test Apokolips? Or make...
Submit to me, or die.
In brightest day.
You're wasting your time.
Harley, the splinter.
Nah, poor Darkseid.
You insolent worm!
Oh, you say the sweetest thing, Dorkside. Bye-bye now. Well, I'm gonna feel that one for the next few months. 4 years.
Oh, the reward. Let's get out of here. Oh, Scroll says one of favorite raids. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. From what we understand, pretty much the last raid the old devs worked on. I'll be right back.
Please, you've got to help.
Ah, there we go. So let us go play. We played Apokolips. Let's go play Day of Reckoning. Hello, Gerard. Right now we're just playing some missions. Oh, the Goddess Viper. Let's see if she wants to join us. Ah, there we go. Oh, I guess we lost DC Fan first. He says thank you and good night. Gerard says, yo, I'm logging in right now so I can join. Sure. Then we'll wait for you then. So way back when, this is pretty much what my Magneto first class would look like. Either that or that one. Ah, the memories.
You've got to stop them.
If you guys are wondering where we are, we're in the open world in front of the Superman statue, and we're in Phase 4. So we're right in front of the huge Superman statue. Ah, there we go. Ah, poor Shadow, our favorite raid, and she won't be here to play it. Oh, Low Spec Gaming. Hello, Multi. Hello, everyone. Wishing you all a good day. Thank you, good sir. Ah, poor Evil. Red Knight says, well, I'm logging right now. Ah, pretty cool, Angel. A good idea for the emblem.
Look out.
Run! Run!
Run!
Look out!
Oh, Miggy Bamf says happy birthday.
Is in there
Thank you.
draining spectral energy from ghosts. Bloody parasite.
He's using that energy to power a shield and keep us out.
Bollocks to that!
Faust is using 4 obelisks to drain souls.
I've enchanted each of you so you can purify the obelisks, but you'll need to keep his magents away from them to do so. See those beacons? That's where you need to be. Use this portal. It'll get you to an obelisk.
Oh no, it's beacon time.
Are you here to enlist in my undead army? We're happy to have you. Of course, you'll have to die before you can join us.
North Obelisk purified. Cheers. Got the South Obelisk. You locked down the West Obelisk. Not bad. Not bad at all.
You shall pay for this.
And the East Obelisk is purified. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Evil zombies.
Pain is chaos.
Katie the gamer, can you show me how to make a Zeus outfit sometime? Actually, I don't have to show it to you sometime. I have a video about it. If you search in my videos, you will see how to create Zeus. Hello, Spec Gaming. People still play this raid. When I try, I don't get any. Well, we had a full group to begin with, so we did not have to wait for other people. I'm sure there's some people who might still need some currency from this episode.
Do not interfere, mortal.
I don't think I have the full style from this episode yet, so yeah, we'll probably need it.
Conflict is chaos.
Pathetic fools. There's no way you'll get past my shield. None.
That's where you're wrong, old son. We're gonna knock that shield down. Sharpish.
You saved us today. Let us return the favor.
We will reclaim our energy from the wizard's shield to weaken it.
Come on,
Protect us
Ghost.
as we make our way to the shield. We shall do the rest.
Keep the obelisk purified. The ghosts can't come out of them otherwise.
Reporting for duty at the South Obelisk.
Solo Spec is wondering why some people are still playing this raid. Why would they not? Well, it's very simple. There's a lot of time sink. When the devs made the new content, they made it with a lot of time sink in mind, and this is one of those. So sometimes you have to wait and wait and wait. Like you have to wait in order to be able to purify the pillars, and then you have to wait to escort the ghost all the way to here. So there's no way to really speed up the process. So at the end of the day, you're stuck waiting to recharge that thing here. You're stuck waiting for the ghost. Although the ghost move faster than he once did, but still. Oh, Miggy Banff gave a super chat, a $50 super chat. Thank you, Miggy. That is very, very generous of you. And Miggy says, I like your channel, Multiverse. I watch your videos when I need help with styles. I hope to see your future videos. Thank you very much. That's very, very generous of you. The chat jumped on me a bit. Just give me a second.
Made it. Now let's take this shield out.
DDT raise won't start for me. I'll be waiting for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that there's people don't want to play those raids because you're stuck waiting. You're stuck waiting for the pillars to recharge. Then afterwards, you're stuck waiting for the ghost. And even once you do get the ghost, then you cannot go any faster than the ghost is going. So you're pretty much stuck waiting and waiting and waiting. One of the things they did is that they added a lot of time sync into those new missions, and it doesn't make those missions very fun, sadly. So a lot of people just don't play those missions. Luckily, we had a full group. That's why we were able to play it. But yeah, if you're just queuing for random players, yeah, you're probably not getting a group anytime soon.
You're almost there, mate. That shield's about to pop like a soap bubble.
Stop them. Kill them all. The shield.
Lospe Gaming, Multi, when is your Superman video coming? Oh, I assume you mean my Electric Superman, my next Electric Superman video. It should come soon. I should have made one yesterday, maybe even today, but it just didn't happen. Sadly, sometimes the day will get away from me, but I'll make it soon enough.
Mongrels. No one defies the power of Felix Faust and lives to tell the tale.
Everyone, meet up at the center. We're gonna end Faust for good.
Red Knight, maybe you can complete this raid. Multi, you can see those materials that I said a couple of minutes ago. Shadow, Nightmare, and Bleed.
Better than you have tried to.
Sure, we'll go meet us in front of a Superman statue. We'll be there right after this.
Clear off, Duffer. You lose in every timeline.
Don't touch the totem.
Energy beam.
Yeah.
My will is unbreakable.
You got servoed.
I mean, Brainiac.
Upsy daisy, Felix. You and me
Quite
still
the
have
outfit.
business to settle, mate.
You should allow Brainiac to dress
Any
you.
last requests? Burn in hell, Constantine.
Girod says Omnipotence Piece are better for any episode that is loot locked.
I'm from the 25th century.
You mean
Programmed to communicate like a robot from your time.
you mean any episodes with the clamp?
B.
Zeki Killa, what did we get as new rewards? We got an accessory, which I don't have it with this character, so I won't be able to show it to you. But we did get a new accessory. Let's go to phase 4. So you can see our friend Red Knight. Kin has a pretty cool look as well. I like it a lot. So yeah, we got a new hairstyle, a new skin, a new accessory, and I forget what else. New supply drop. So I think this is going to be our last raid for today. So let us savor it. Pretty cool Red Knight look. I thought at first he might be using some of the new materials, but maybe not. Gerard says, yeah, anything with a clamp.
Okay, here's the situation. Amon Sur and his crew are trying to weaken and corrupt Mogo. It's our job to stop them.
Vengeance will be ours. Is that all you got? You need to do better.
They never see this coming.
Here we go. Those machines are weakening Mogo. Take him out.
My prayers were answered. Thank you. Thank you. Are there more like you coming? More warriors?
Renate says, yeah, I worked hard on it.
Yellow construct just joined the fight.
Ah, you did good. It was worth it.
Mogo's gonna make energy crystals.
DDT, what's a good set of henchmen for a dark villain style? Well, sadly right now the best henchmen are the elite henchmen. Although you can't really get them right now, so... Personally, I kind of like the creepy critters, where you summon one werewolf, one skeleton, I think, and I forget what the third one is.
In brightest day.
Come on, big guy, come over here.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Great. There's more of them to deal with now.
I have created a new power crystal for you.
Look out! Reinforcements!
Vengeance will be ours. How?
They never see this coming.
I shall ruin you for that.
Right now, for the creepy critter, you would have to get it from the broker. It's henchmen that you can get during the Halloween seasonal. So you could wait a bit. In October, we should have the Halloween seasonal, so you should be able to get the critter then. If you want them right now, you may take a look at the broker.
More of those machines. Destroy them.
I'm pretty sure I have a video about the creepy critter, but it may just be about the Halloween rewards. So you may have to look to some of my previous Halloween videos to try to find the creepy critters. Unless it's possible I made a video specifically about it.
Those circuits are corrupt.
So here we have to split into 3 groups.
Replace
So
the yellow energy with green. The enemy will try to regain control of the nodes. Stop them if they do.
you're welcome. So here again, another time sink. So you have to wait for the green thingy to go through the tube. And you can't really speed up the process. Yeah, you can try to go ahead and try to kill some of the critters or some of the mobs. But at the end of the day, you still have to wait for the green thingy to travel.
A left circuit node was secured.
And only once you activate it, you get the next batch of critters. Sometimes there are some henchmen that do respawn. But anyway you slice it, you're stuck pretty much waiting for the green thingy. I would suspect it was their way to try to increase playtime. I don't know if it worked. Based on the recent investors report, I don't think it
The center circuits get
it did work
fixed by
all
a
that
heavy
well.
engineer. Get him.
Because ultimately, what you end up is that if some of the people don't want to play the content, then there's not going to be any increase in playtime.
Take this.
So yeah, if you make it so that people have to wait and wait, yes, when they do play the content, that might increase playtime. But if they decide not to play the content, then you have no playtime. So sadly, it was a bit flawed, a bit of a flawed calculation on their part. Although they're the ones who have the numbers. Personally, I don't think it did increase the playtime because again, if people don't play the game, that's not going to increase anything. But the devs do have the numbers. Maybe it did increase playtime and I just don't know it. It's possible.
Now watch it. Heavy engineer on the left circuit.
Oh, there we go.
The center circuit's complete. Left circuit complete. Excellent. Right circuit's complete.
We've completed all the circuits. Excellent work.
They filled Mogo's primary crystals with yellow energy. We need to turn.
The green energy of will has been restored to a crystal.
So lots of console, we have to click over here.
You're too late, Jordan. Mogo is about to be mine. You'll fight, of course. Fight and die in the core of a living planet.
Don't make me laugh!
Enemy corrupted a crystal. Purify it. He's drawing strength from the crystals. As long as they're yellow, he's invulnerable.
Quick, strike while his shield's down.
His shield's up again. Time to make those crystals nice and green.
Beware my powers. Green Lantern's light.
Look, his shield is down. Now's our chance.
My will won't be broken. I have no fear.
Look, his shield is down. Now's our chance. Look, his shield is down. Now's our chance.
With an attack with energy beams.
It's over. You're done here, Amon. Now, you want to tell us what you're up to in here, Amon?
You'll find out soon enough, Jordan. You and your pathetic core.
Damn it! Jordan at command. Someone go after Amon's sewer. We need to help Mogo out down here.
So there we go. So let's get out of here.
Please, you've got to help.
Oh, the Recharge just completed the Aftershock event. That's good. Let's give a bow to everyone. And let us switch to a scroll says, congrats, David. So someone was mentioning my first character. Oh, didn't realize it was that far. And let's go back to Metropolis. And let us go to phase 4. Oh, PDG says DDT, I have a creepy critter henchman you can have. So there you go. So way back when I started playing DC Universe Online, I created about half a dozen characters before I really got started. So I created, at first I would have created a Batman character, and then I had this crazy idea that, okay, let's not make it Batman, let's make it, let's say, Batman from the Great White North. And basically I made a white Batman. Not quite, not like Moon Knight. Like Moon Knight is pretty much the white Batman from Marvel, but literally a white Batman, a Batman with a white costume. And I hated that because I didn't understand the game well enough to be able to play in melee, especially against bosses. And also, I hated the weapons that the martial art has. And I was too much of a foolish fool. I did not understand that you could simply remove the weapon. If you went into your styles tab, you could remove the weapons and fight bare hands. So that didn't occur to me at the time. So I did not want. Then I created other. I created about six. Like I created my Batman, deleted it. Created another character, deleted it. At one point, I created basically a Dungeon and Dragon rogue. But then I realized that I can already play Dungeons and Dragons. If I want to play a rogue that dual wields short swords, I can already do that in a half a dozen Dungeons and Dragon games. So and then I started thinking, okay, we pretty much have to use a weapon in DC Universe Online. So which character that uses weapons would I use? And then I thought of the Phantom. And at character creation, you can pretty much make a pretty good version of the Phantom right off the bat. Here you can see I didn't change much. I changed the chest piece so that I could have a chest piece that doesn't cover the hands. The belt comes from the Christmas seasonal. And the boots, I used the Stalwart Defender boots for quite a bit, and now I'm using I think the Midnight boots. But pretty much right at character creation, you can create something that kind of looks like this. And for a long time, I did not care very much about styles. Actually, I didn't care at all about styles. So because this was the style of my character. And even with my Magneto character afterwards, again, I got the style of my Magneto pretty much at character creation. So I didn't really care so much about styles at the time. It's only later on that I started collecting styles, but at the time, did not care so much about styles. I have to admit. So this is pretty much a character I used to play DCUO for the first year and a half. This was my main character. And then later on, I have a group of friends who decided to create to play the game. So we created a league, and I created my Magneto character to be able to start level 1 with them, and we level up together. And also, that is pretty much how I truly learned how to play as a controller. Because when I was playing with as the Phantom, some people were giving me some weird advice, some weird tricks, some weird, and that did not really help me understand the role and understand how to play it. And way back when, I was calling it Le Fantôme. Basically, the actual name was not available, so I just called him the Phantom in French. And that worked well enough for a long time. And then when we got the last name reclaim, at the last name reclaim, I was able to get the actual name, the Phantom. And here we are. And sadly, also at the time, it is pretty much the one character I have who has the 1 year anniversary cape. Let's see if I have it here. There it is. So way back when they gave us this cape to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of DC Universe Online, but then afterwards they gave us I forget what they. Sometimes they would give us some posters to put in our lair. Sometimes they would give us a piece of cake. Sometimes they would give us stuff like that.
Help. Help.
I did the happy dance because there was a phantom character, but the character was like a level 32. And at some point, it's clear that it had been years and years and years since the character had been played. But sadly, once people get a name, it doesn't matter if they play the character. Doesn't matter if the character is still on the Brainiac ship. If you have the name, you have the name. But thanks to the name reclaim, I was able to get the actual name. So there we go, guys. So I think this is pretty much it for today. And again, I would like to thank Miggy Banff. It was very, very generous to give us that super chat. That was much appreciated. And also, I could have sworn there was another one. Evil menu. There. Pretty sure there was another one. Sally seems to be too far off. I can't go and get it, or can I? Let me scroll back, way back. Oh, there it is. And also, thank you, Mr. Mister, for a $2 super chat. Again, that is much appreciated. You guys are awesome. So, guys, thank you very much for being here. Again, when I started this little adventure of making videos for this universe online, I had no idea where this would lead me. I had no idea if people would even watch the videos. And I had no idea that someday, after many, many years, I would pretty much become the biggest DC Universe Online channel in the world. Unless you count someone like Angry Joe. Obviously, Angry Joe has a huge channel, but Angry Joe only made like 2 videos about DC Universe Online, and he was also paid to do that. So does it count? I'll let you guys decide. And again, one thing that I truly did not expect at the time, I guess I didn't have the foresight to even think about it, was the interaction with you guys. I didn't expect that the interaction with you guys would be this awesome. Even to make a live stream. It took me a while before I decided to create the actual live stream. So there we go, guys. So I think we're done for tonight. So Sunday, we will play Legends PvP as usual at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys were asking about that earlier today. And next week, we should have Shadow Lady with us. So we might continue our 10-year anniversary next week, because technically the true 10-year anniversary is on the 23rd, 25th, I forget. It's in a couple of days anyway. So we might celebrate a bit more next week. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But next week also, it will be Evil Friday. So try to get your best evil villains so that we can play on the villain side next week. Obviously, depending on how things work out, we may have to invite the heroes on the villain side, just as we had to invite the Rogue Patriot over here. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Abisu says, happy 10-year anniversary, Multi. It's been a blast being part of your journey. Thank you very much. David Sharp, everyone have a good night and weekend. I'll pop in to check on the Legend stream once I get off work on Sunday. Abisu, hoping for more fun years to come. Let's knock on wood. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us. And also, thanks to all of you guys watching. Again, you guys are awesome. So, have a good weekend, guys. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.